Oh. स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। We meditate on the spiritual effulgence of that adorable, supreme divine reality, the source of the three phenomenal worlds. May that supreme divine being stimulate our intelligence so that we may realize the supreme truth. Selfless universal prayer, please. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। सर्वस्तरतु दुर्गाणि सर्वो भद्राणि पश्यतु, सर्वः सद्बुद्धिमाप्नोतु, सर्वः सर्वत्र नन्दतु। May all be happy, may all be peaceful, may all be free from difficulties, may all be free from dangers, diseases. May all see what is good, may all listen what is good, may all speak what is good, may all do what is useful to others. May all be enlightened everywhere. May all be happy everywhere. May all be peaceful everywhere. Mentally offer your salutations to the all-pervading Divine Spirit in any name or form. Let us offer our salutations to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharda Devi, and Swami Vivekananda, and all great teachers, all great saints in the whole world, teachers and saints whose teachings we all have inherited. May they bless us, may they inspire us to realize the truth. Let us start Gita Dhyana Shlokas, please. Chanting of the Gita Dhyana Shlokas. 5 times Omkaram chanting. पार्थाय प्रतिबोधिता भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथिता पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणी भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयत्रतजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तककेशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयात् भारत पंकजं कलिमलः प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणा देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। My salutations to that Supreme Being whom Brahma, Varuna, Indra and Rudra glorify by divine hymns, whom singers of Saman praise by chanting the Veda with all the complementary parts, sections and Upanishads, whom yogins intuit with minds concentrated in meditation, and whose limit neither the hosts of Devas nor of Asuras know. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. Namaste, Subhodayam. Let us start with the 13th chapter, Kshetra Kshetrakna Vibhaga Yogaha, Shloka number 7 to 11, revision by recitation and understanding the meaning of the words, of the terms, of the qualities which we are supposed to cultivate. अथ त्रयोदशोऽध्यायः क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञविभागयोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचं स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः. Freedom from self-importance, unpretentiousness, non-violence, patience, straightforwardness, service of the teacher, cleanliness, steadfastness, and self-control. Indriyartheshu vairagyam anahankara eva cha janma mrityu jara vyadihi dukkha doshanudarshanam. Abhorrence of sensuality, self-effacement, and perception of evil and misery in birth, death, old age, and sickness. Asaktiranabhishvangah putradaragrihadishu nityancha samachittatvam ishtanishtopapatishu. Detachment from property and family members, non-identification with them and their fortunes, and constant evenness of mind in favorable and unfavorable situations. Mayi chananya yogena bhaktiravyabhicharini vivikta desha sevitvam aratir janma samsadi. Practice of unswerving devotion through contemplation on me as one's own, resort to solitude, and abhorrence of vulgar company. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam etad jnanamiti proktam agnanam yadatonyatha. Constant application to the study of spiritual texts and practice of spiritual disciplines, and a clear comprehension of the goal of spiritual enlightenment and the destiny of man. All these described before constitute knowledge. What is opposed to it is all ignorance. So these 5 shlokas, 7 to 11, every day, without a break, at least 2 or 3 qualities you should be thinking about, you should be knowing about, and you should practice to increase their weight, to increase their depth. Very important. Otherwise, any meditation, any other classes will not have much value. It is having a sophisticated laptop without electricity, without battery. It is having a sophisticated house without people living in it. So these very important qualities. Please read, reread 4 or 5 times. Don't be complacent. Don't close your mind and think that I have understood them. Nobody can understand. Sri Ramakrishna says, which he learned from Totapuri, his guru, Advaita Guru. Sri Ramakrishna said, think that your mind is like a brass pot. Brass pot, a new brass pot. You purchased it for using for cooking or washing or gardening or any purpose. Then after 10 days, what will happen to the brass pot? It will become very dull. That shine will go. It will become very, very sticky. And it will be slipping. Will you throw away the brass pot? Will you put it in the garbage? What will you do? Wash it, polish it, and wipe it with a cloth, nice cloth. Then once again, it will be shining. Again you do it. Again you use it. Again you polish it. So this goes on and on and on for a long time. That is our daily sadhana. That is our daily polishing. That is our daily rubbing, cleaning, wiping, whatever. The day you don't do, that will be very, very sad day. Very ordinary day. Very dull day. So please be very regular in this. So when he was explaining this concept of brass pot, and one of the disciples who was listening to all these, he said, Master Ji, Guru Ji, oh, every time we have to clean. It is a boring task, always cleaning, wiping, washing. Give us some solution, quick fix, quick solution. That we need not trouble ourselves every day. Then Sri Ramakrishna said, yes, there is a great solution, not a simple solution, wonderful solution. You know what is that? Try to or make that brass pot into a golden pot. Gold plate kar do na, gold plate. Then yearly once enough. Yearly once, not once in a week. See, that clause is there. If the pot is gold plated, you need not wash every day or every week. Once a year, occasionally it is enough because it is always gold. Unfortunately, ours is brass pot only. We have to go on rubbing, polishing, and we have to do some gymnastics. We forget, we ignore, we overlook. That is why Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling again and again, practice. What is real knowledge? What is real knowledge? What is real knowledge? So real knowledge is all these qualities. What are the qualities? Constant application to the study of the scriptures. Adhyatma Gnanam is real knowledge. Tattva Gnanartha Darshanam is real knowledge. Clear comprehension of the goal of spiritual enlightenment and destiny of man. Tattva Gnana Artha Darshana. This is real knowledge. All other things are ignorance, avivekam. You see, Sri Ramakrishna again tells one example he gives. What is that example? There was a Pandit, a scholar in a village, very proud of his knowledge and looking down upon others because of his superiority in Sanskrit, in studying all the scriptures. So one day he had to cross the river and go to other side, some other village. Then Pandit is sitting in the boat. There are 4 or 5 other passengers. The boatman is there, poor man, good man. He is rowing the boat. In between, Pandit asked, hey, boatwala, Kaivartaka, have you studied Ramayana? Ramayana Chaveva? Then that boatman said, Pere Vinledandi, I have not heard the name at all. Forget about studying. 25% of your life is wasted. 25% waste. Then another 10 minutes boat is going forward. And Pandit asked, hey, Mahabharata Chadveva? Mahabharata. Pere Vinledandi. I am busy with my daily work, rowing the boat and earning few rupees. Another 25% of your life is wasted. Bhagavatam, Krishna stories. No. No time for all that. Puranas, Vedas, nothing. Bhagavad Gita. So 75-80% of your life is wasted. By the time dark clouds heavy rain, cyclone, tufan. Boat is swaying up and down in the waves. He is not able to control. Water is entering into the boat. And the boat is about to turn and fall into the river, drown in the river. Then the boatman shouted, Pandit ji, do you know how to swim? Do you know how to swim? Pandit ji said, no, I don't know how to swim. 100% of your life is wasted. 100%. Okay. And the Pandit went down into the water. Sri Ramakrishna says, knowing this or knowing that is not important. Understanding is important. Absorption is important. Meditation is important. That is real knowledge. That is real freedom. That is real spirituality. Okay. So with this, we will go to the next part of our study today and meditation. Very important, very interesting, very beautiful, very sweet story, qualities again, the other side. From 7 to 11, different qualities which the meditator, which the sadhaka is supposed to have or cultivate as early as possible. Don't waste time in this. One is don't be, what should I say, complacent that you know. Don't do that. Refer to the scriptures, refer to the great teachings, and check your mistakes and correct your mistakes, and don't do that mistakes again. Okay. Before I continue, some of you have not opened your video camera. How do you know that you are not sleeping? How do I know that you are not sleeping? Naveen Reddy? What is the proof that you are sitting straight? Huh? Pramanam edi. Pramanam. Pramanam is, I should be seeing you, right? Open all of you. Otherwise, I will presume and assume that you are not interested in Bhagavad Gita. Shloka number 13, please. 1-3. Shloka number 13. Okay, very good. So, from 13, few shlokas is the qualities of the divine, qualities of that supreme being, that consciousness whom we call Chaitanya, Sakshi Chaitanya, one who is within all of us. The God inside you, God name, one of the names we have given. You can call it Supreme Being, you can call it Paramatma, somebody will call it Ishvara, somebody will call it Antaryamin, Sakshi Chaitanya. These are all the different versions. Like that, Krishna is telling us now. So when you meditated on the qualities of a sadhaka or other some vairagyam, etc., now you shift your meditation to that Supreme Being. 13 chapter, 13th shloka. Okay? Ready, all of you? Please open the book. Oh. Sarvatah panipadam tat. Repeat. Sarvato kshishiro mukham. Sarvata shrutimalloke. Sarvamavritya tishtati. All of you should repeat. I am watching you. I am watching your lip movements, your concentration, okay? Again, once more. Sarvatah panipadam tat. Sarvatah shishiro mukham, kshishiro mukham. सर्वतः श्रुतिमल्लोके सर्वमावृत्य तिष्ठति. His hands and feet are everywhere. His eyes, ears, and mouth grasp everything. His face is in all directions. He is the transcendent spirit, enveloping all that exists in the world. Everything is filled with God, that God consciousness. Second, 14th shloka. Sarvendriya gunabhasam Sarvendriya vivarjitam Asaktam sarvabhrachaiva Nirgunam gunabhoktrucha. Once more. Sarvendriya gunabhasam Sarvendriya vivarjitam Asaktam sarvabhrachaiva Nirgunam gunabhoktrucha. By his power, the faculties of the senses function, but sense organs he has none. He is the support of all things, but they do not affect him. He transcends nature and its functions, but these constitute the objects for his enjoyment. Bahirantascha bhutanam. Repeat. Acharam charameva cha. Sukshmatva tadavigneyam. Durastham chantike chatat. Once more. Bahirantascha bhutanam Acharam charameva cha Sukshmatva tadavigneyam Durastham cha antike chatat. He is within and without all beings. Though unmoving, he looks like one moving because he is everywhere. He is both far and near, far to the ignorant and near to the knowing ones. Owing to subtlety, sukshma, sukshmatvat, owing to subtlety, he cannot be known like gross objects. Next. Avibhaktan cha bhuteshu vibhaktamiva cha sthitam bhuta bhartra cha tagneyam grasishnu prabha vishnu cha. Avibhaktan cha bhuteshu Vibhaktamiva cha sthitam Bhuta bhartra cha tagneyam Grasishnu prabha vishnu cha. He, the Brahman, whom aspirants seek to know, is the impartible whole. Yet does he seem to dwell in all beings as if divided into many. He is the generator and supporter of all beings and their devourer too. Next shloka, 17. Jyotisham apita jyotihi tamasah paramuchyate gnanam gneyam gnanagamyam hridi sarvasya dhishtitam. Jyotishamapi tajyotihi tamasah paramuchyate Gnanam gneyam gnanagamyam Hridi sarvasya vishtitam dhishtitam. Meaning is the self-luminous light of consciousness. Remember the word Jyotishamapi tajyotihi. Self-luminous light of consciousness, revealing even all that is luminous. He is beyond obscuration by the darkness of ignorance. He, the light of knowledge. He, the quest of knowledge. He, the way to whom is knowledge. In the innermost recesses of all beings is he established. Very, very beautiful, very deep shlokas from 13 to 17. Okay. So what are the earlier shlokas? Kshetram. What is kshetra? Chit jada granthi, a combination of your mind and body put into a tiny box. So we are enamored, what you call enamored. We are fascinated. We are caught by the magic and we forget the magician. We see the garden, enjoy it, take some flowers, relax there, go for a walk, admire the beauty and go home and sleep. We forget the gardener. We forget the man who has made it. Is it not? When you go to a garden, how many of you go and talk to the gardener? Do namaste to him and say, oh brother, wonderful, you are so great, so divine, you are an expert. Please teach me also a little. We don't do that. That is the problem. Magic, magician. Garden, gardener. God, creation. So we have to go and make friendship and make God our own. Make him our own, make him your own. That is the real sadhana. Then kshetra, kshetragna, you will know where, what, how, when, why. You will not be confused. Mind will be very clear and you will attain that spiritual state, that spiritual experience. For that 13, 14 qualities, amanitvam, adambitvam, shantihi, arjavam, acharyopasanam, shaucham, stairyam, indriya nigraham, and indriyartheshu vairagyam, anahankaram, janma mrutyu jara vyadi dukkha doshanudarshanam, asaktiranabhishvangaha, putradara grihadishu, etc., etc. That is real knowledge. Acquire that knowledge. So once you acquire the knowledge, tattvam, then easy for you to meditate. Easy for you to be a yogi. Cooking, knowing about cooking, knowledge about cooking. When you have the knowledge about cooking, which masala, which salt, which oil, little bit of knowledge from elders, from the scriptures, from the experienced ones, then what you can do, go into the kitchen and wonderfully, without any doubt, you can take the correct provisions, correct quantity and add that and enjoy the food. Similarly, kshetra, kshetragna, vibhaga, differentiation of the knower from the known. So don't get confused. Place everything in its proper place and do your sadhana. But the Supreme Being, that nature of the Supreme Being, all of us as devotees, in the 12th chapter, devotion chapter, Bhakti Yoga chapter, Now almost like another phase he is taking, a link between the 12th and the 13th, then again he will take you forward. So we will meditate on the 5 shlokas from 13 to 17. And also Purusha Suktam, Narayana Suktam, all that indicates this same language. Some of you may be knowing. Ata Purusho Havai Narayano Kamayata Praja Srujeyeti Narayanat Prano Jayate Manas Sarvendriyani Cha Kham Vayur Jyotirabah Prithivi Vishwasya Dharini Narayanat Brahma Jayate Narayanad Rudro Jayate Narayanad Indro Jayate Narayanad Prajapatayah Prajayante Narayanad Dvadashaditya Rudra Vasavas Sarvani Cha Chandagumsi Narayanadeva Samutpadyante Narayane Pravartante Narayane Praliyante Om Atha Nityo Narayanah Brahma Narayanah Shivascha Narayanah Shakrascha Narayanah Dyava Prathivyau Cha Narayanah Kalascha Narayanah Dishascha Narayanah Urdhvascha Narayanah Adhascha Narayanah Antarbahishcha Narayanah Narayana ye Vedagam Sarvam Yadbhutam Yaccha Bhavyam Nishkalo Niranjano Nirvikalpo Nirakyata Shuddho Deva Eko Narayanah Nadvitiyosti Kaschit Yayevam Veda Savishnureva Bhavati Savishnureva Bhavati Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. And the Narayana Suktam also, Sasrashirasham Devam Vishwaksham Vishwashambhuvam Vishwam Narayanam Devam Aksharam Paramam Padam Vishwatah Paraman Nityam Vishwan Narayanagam Marim Vishwamevedam Purushastad Vishwamupajivati Narayana Param Brahma Tattvan Narayana Paraha Narayana Paro Dhyata Dhyanam Narayana Paraha Yaccha Kinchit Jagat Sarvam Drishyate Shruyate Piva Antarbahishcha Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana Stitaha Om Narayanaya Vidmahe Vasudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishnu Prachodayat. Om. You see, Narayana Upanishad, Narayana Suktam, and Bhagavad Gita are all coming on the same platform, same idea, same language. What is that? 13. Sarvatah Panipadam Tat Sarvato Kshishiro Mukam Sarvatah Shrutimaloke Sarvam Avritya Tishtati Vishwam Vishnurva Shatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu Bhuta Krit Bhuta Brudbhavo Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. Vishnu Sahasranama. Sasrashirisham Devam Vishwaksham Vishwashambhuvam Vishwam Vishwam Vishwam. Whole universe, whole universe, whole universe. Sarvatah Panipadam Tat Sahasrashirsha Purushaha Sahasraksha Sahasrapat. So don't restrict your meditation only at a small person. Look at the whole universe. The Brahmanda is God. Brahmanda is Narayana. Brahmanda is Durga. Sri Ramakrishna saw everywhere. All sides of the building, all sides of Dakshineshwar, all sides of the universe. He is seeing only one. Ma, 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 ma. Mother. Whether in the grass, whether in the buildings, whether in Naren, whether in Girish, whether in Sharada, or whether in the Panchavati. Sarvatah Panipadam Tat, Sarvato Kshishiro Mukham, Sarvata Shrutimaloke, Sarvam Avritya Tishtati. His hands and feet are everywhere. His eyes, ears, and mouth grasp everything. His face is in all directions. He is the transcendent spirit, enveloping all that exists in the world. So in that way, our meditation should be universal. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha. Ee bhavanto dhyanam cheste manas ento prashantam avutundi. So beautiful, so peaceful, so joyful. And it will not go behind the world. It will be with the magnet only. Who is the magnet? The Paramatma, Brahman, Parama Brahman. Any name you call, it applies to him only. Okay? So with that, 20 minutes meditation. Please sit straight. Adjust yourself. I will chant the shlokas. And these are to be thought and prayed and absorbed. Back straight, please, all of you. Eyes closed, all of you straight. Don't touch anything. Slow breathing, peaceful breathing, positive vibrations, pure vibrations, good vibrations, strong vibrations, fearless vibrations are all entering into your mind and body. All the restlessness, all the weakness, all impurities, they're all melting away. They're all disappearing. Breathe out pure, positive, strong, and divine vibrations. Sarvatah Panipadam Tat Sarvato Kshishiro Mukham. His hands and feet are everywhere. Pani and Padam. Hands and feet everywhere. Arvind ji, meditate. Every second important. Sarvataha. Sarvataha means everywhere, inside, outside, in all directions. Akshira and Mukha. Aksha, Shira, Mukha. Eyes, head and face. Sarvataha. His eyes, ears and mouth grasp everything. Think of the cosmic being. Think of the supreme being. Think of that all-pervading consciousness within you, without external to you. Sarva Vyapi, Sarvottama, Sarvagnaha, Satchidananda Purushaha. All that is to be meditated upon. Like a vast ocean, so extensive, so deep. Sarvata Shrutimaloke Sarvamavritya Tishtati. His face in all directions. He is the transcendent spirit. Shrutimat, with ears everywhere in the world. Your ears, my ears, and that hearing of the ears, everything is the divine being. Sarvam Avritta, everything enveloping, everything enveloping, like a blanket. That Supreme Being is covering everything. Anubhavinchali dinni, not just words, should be experienced, it should be thought out again and again. When you do the manthana of the mind will be purified, mind will be cleaned, and it will reflect this beautiful experience. Sarvatah panipadam tat sarvatah shishiro mukham sarvatah shrutimaloke sarvamavritya tishtati. His hands and feet everywhere. What you see outside in the world is his form only. His eyes, ears, and mouth grasp everything. His face is in all directions. He is the transcendent spirit enveloping all that exists in the world. We'll go forward. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. Sarvendriya Gunabhasam. Revealing all senses, enabling all the senses to function. Sarva Indriya Gunabhasam. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, touch. These are all the senses, how they are working because of that consciousness. If that is not there, nothing is there. Body will become a jadavastu, inert matter. Bulb is there without electricity, but if electricity is there, the bulb will be bright. The filament will be burning bright, and you can do your work because of the electricity. Sarvendriya Vivarjitam. At the same time, the Supreme Being or Supreme Consciousness is without senses. Asaktam sarvabhrachaiva. Unattached. Asaktam. Unattached. Sarvabhrit. Support of all. And nirgunam gunabhoktrucha. Beyond the gunas. Nirguna. Gunabhokta. Enjoyer of the gunas. By his power, think about it, listen carefully, close your eyes, and visualize the Supreme Being in this particular truth. By his power, the faculties of the senses function. But sense organs, he has none. He is the support of all things, but they do not affect him. He transcends nature and its functions. Nirguna, Gunamai. He is beyond the gunas, but he is within the gunas. It is there, not there, a kind of that beautiful experience. Now meditate upon the internal and external. Bahihi antaha. Bahirantascha bhutana. Bahirantascha bhutana. He is within and without all beings. You, me, family members, your friends, relatives. He is within you. He is behind you, external to you, like that. Though unmoving, charaha acharaha. Acharam charam. Though unmoving, he looks like one moving because he is everywhere. He is both far and near. He is both far and near. Durastam antakam. Durastam for those who don't know. Antakam for those who realize this truth in their meditation, in their life. God is so near. The Supreme Consciousness is so near. But unfortunately, our Agranam thinks God is somewhere else. Far to the ignorant, near to the knowing ones. Sukshmatvat tadavigneyam. Sukshmatvat, because of the subtlety. Sukshma tattva. God is not gross, he is sukshma. Avigneyam cannot be an object of knowledge. It is not like knowing a chair, knowing a computer, knowing some driving, or knowing some painting. It is not like that. It cannot be objectified. It can only be experienced. He is within and without all beings. Though unmoving, he looks like one moving. He is both far and near, far to the ignorant and near to the knowing ones. Owing to subtlety, he cannot be known like gross objects. Avibhaktan cha bhuteshu vibhaktamiva cha sthitam भूतभर्तृ च तज्ज्ञेयम् ग्रसिष्णुः प्रभविष्णु च. What is to be known? Gneyam. Gneyam means what is to be known. Avibhaktam, impartable whole. You cannot make it into 2 or 3 pieces. Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate, Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnameva Vashishyate. That idea will come. Avibhaktam means impartable whole. Everything is his, so it is total personality, total experience. Whom the aspirants means one who are meditating on him, they seek to know that he is the impartable whole. Purna, 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 Sampurna. Vibhaktam iva chastitam. Avibhaktam vibhaktam. Divided as it were. Yet does he seem to dwell in all beings as if divided into many. One small example I will give, please think about it. Say there are about 100 agarbattis, agarbatti sticks, incense sticks. And this agarbatti incense sticks, you have lighted it up. You have lighted it. So there is on the top of that agarbatti stick, reddish fire. It is not the full fire, but the pratika of the fire in one stick. In the second stick on the top, what is there? The same fire. Third, 4, 5, all the 100 sticks will have different fires, but they're all one fire only. The reddishness is one in all of them. Similarly, all of you, all of us are different and we are united also. They are one, they are many. Vibhaktam iva chastitam. Avibhaktam cha bhuteshu. Vibhaktam iva chastitam. Does he seem to dwell in all beings as if divided into many? He is the generator and supporter of all beings and their devourer too. Bhuta Bhartri, supporter of all beings. Bhuta Bhartri. Bharta means support. Bhuta, all living beings. Grasishnu, he will take them himself. He is the projector, he is the devourer also. We have come from God, we are living in God, and one day we go back to God. That idea is brought here. Again, cycle goes back. Devourer means not like Rakshasas or not like cinema magic. Again, it goes into him. Yes, goes into him means we just melt back. We go back to God. Supporter, devourer, originator. The waves are from the ocean. They are connected with the ocean. And after a few seconds, they go back to the ocean. Now, next meditation. Jyotisham apita jyotihi tamasah paramuchyate gnanam gneyam gnanagamyam hridi sarvasya dhishtitam. Jyotisham, things having light. Jyotihi, Jyotisham api Jyotihi. The self-luminous light of consciousness, revealing even all that is luminous. There may be so many bulbs, but we need that supreme Surya Narayana. He is the light of the lights, a supreme powerful light. So always meditate in your heart on the light of lights. Jyotira Jyoti. Jyotishamapi Jyotihi. Beyond darkness. Darkness means ignorance here, avivekam. He, the light of knowledge. He, the quest of knowledge. Gnanam, Gneyam, Gnanagamyam. Please remember the terms. Gnanam, Gneyam, Gnanagamyam. He is the light of knowledge, Gnanam, the quest of knowledge, Gneyam, the way to whom is knowledge, Gnanagamyam. Very interesting, very beautiful way to meditate. Gnanam, Gneyam, Gnanagamyam. Remember the terms, please. Jyotishamapi tajyotihi. Tamasah paramuchyate. God, the world is consciousness because of the consciousness of God. Sri Ramakrishna said. Gnanam Gneyam Gnanagamyam Hridi Sarvasya Dhishtitam. Hridi means in the heart. Sarvasya, of all of us, of all beings, everywhere. Hridi Sarvasya Dhishtitam. What is Dhishtitam? He is established. He is inside you, he is inside me, inside your family members, inside you, all the human beings, inside all Bhutani means animals, trees, plants. The entire nature is filled with God consciousness. Gnanam Gneyam Gnanagamyam Hridi Sarvasya Dhishtitam. In the innermost recesses of all beings is he established. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amrutangamaya. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light, from ignorance to knowledge. Lead us from death to immortality. Lead us from fear to fearlessness. Please shower your grace on us to understand these subtle truths mentioned by you in the Bhagavad Gita. Mentally offer your salutations again and again, thinking of God everywhere, thinking of that Supreme Being everywhere, the Mahapurusha. Punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. Again and again bow down. Tvameva mata, tvameva pita, tvameva bandhu, tvameva sakha, tvameva vidya, tvameva dravinam, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Rub the palms of very nicely. Gently roll over your eyelids, forehead and face. Slowly open your eyes and let us end our study and meditation. So we end the third day's session, third day of the course on meditation through Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter. So today evening, what you are supposed to do, you know, revision of what? 7th shloka to 11th shloka with meaning. Slowly read and the meaning, and what you have to continue to the 13th shloka and 13 to 18. One shloka read, 5 minutes, close your eyes, recollect the meaning. It is called Smaran Manan. Smarana Manana. Smarana means recollection, memory. Manana means putting it into the soil, putting it into the correct place. Smaran Manan. Smaran Manan. This should go on throughout the day. In the evening, special time, half an hour for this meditation on the Bhagavad Gita. So you're getting connected with a particular signal, and that signal will be very clear. The broadcasting will be very clear, and you can experience a lot of joy and peace and strength. Okay? So sarvata panipadam tat sarvato kshishiro mukham sarvata shrutimaloke sarvam avritya tishtati. Then read the meaning, close your eyes, 5 minutes. So how many shlokas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 into 5, 25 minutes. And before that, 5 shlokas recitation with meaning. Granam and Ekagrata. And for that, foundation should be Vishwasa. Foundation should be Vishwasa. Faith, faith, faith. Okay? So we stop here and continue the session tomorrow morning by 8:20, 8:25. Okay? So thank you. Namaste. Shubhadinam. Dhanyavadam. And Shubharatri today. And Shubhodayam tomorrow morning. May Sri Ramakrishna bless you. May Gita Acharya bless you. Hari Om Tat Sat. We will disperse.